Hello, good viewers. You are highly welcome. And let's see how we are going to solve this problem. This is Olympiad problem. We are going to be looking for the x2. We have x to power y minus y to power s equals 17. So we want to know the value of x and the value of y. So now what are we going to do here? So I'm going to rewrite this equation in this form. X by introducing y 2 over 2 power 2 over 2 minus y to power x 2 over 2 then equals 17. So now from there, so the next thing I'm going to do is I will take this 2 inside, that is I can have this to be x to power y over 2 raised to power 2, okay, minus y to power x over 2 to power 2 then equals 17. So now from here I'm going to let m equals x y over 2. Let's call this equation 1 and n to be equals y x over 2. Let's call this equation 2. Okay, so now from there we are going to rewrite from here. Anywhere I see this, I have m squared minus n squared equals what? Equals 17. Okay, so now if m squared minus n squared equals to 17, so we can see that here this can be written as, because this is different of 2 squared, we have a squared minus b squared. This is going to be a minus b then a plus b. That's the difference of 2 squared. So we are going to do the same thing here. We are going to be having m minus n then m plus n equals 17. Since we have this, we are going to see that here m minus n is what? Is less than m plus n. Okay, before that I have m minus n, m plus n equals, we can only write this 17 in either 1 times 17 or 17 times 1. Okay, but for the fact that we have m minus 1 less than m plus n, and also this 17 is also, or 1 is less than 17, so we can say that 1 is less than 17. So we can say that m minus n equals 1. Let's call this equation A, and m plus n will be 17. Let's call this B. Okay, so now from there, what are we going to do? Let's add the both sides of this equation to solve it simultaneously. So we're going to have 2m, n minus n plus n will give us 0. We have 1 plus this, we have what? We have 18. So now you divide both sides by 2. Okay, this implies that m equals what? M equals 9. So we have m to be equals 9 here. So now let's go further. Since we have m equals 9, so we are going to put m equals 9 in equation, I want to use this equation B. So I'm going to be having plug m equals 9 in B. Okay, so we're going to have what? I'm going to have 9 plus n equals 17, which implies that n equals to 17 minus what? 9. Then we have n to be 8. So we have m to be equals 9 and n to be equals 8. So now from there we need to recall. So let me put this inside a circle. So now we are not looking for m and n. What we are looking for is x and y. So now, having that, you need to recall that m equals x to the power y over 2. So from there we have m is 9 to be equals x y over what? Over 2. Right, so what do I do if I want to solve this one here? So it means that if I take the square of both sides, multiply this one by 2, 1 over 2, and multiply this one by, I multiply this one by 2, okay, so that these two will cancel this 2, and this one will be raised to power 2. This implies that we are going to be having x to power y to be equals 81. And don't forget that x to power y, we can rewrite this 81 as 3 to power what? 3 to power 4. 3 to power 4. Do you understand? So let's keep this. So another thing is that n is equals to 8. Therefore, we have stated earlier that n is equals to y to power x over 2. So now from here we have 8 equals y to power x over 2. To get rid of these two, I'm going to multiply this by 2. Definitely I must have what? I must take the square of the both sides too, of the other side. So this will cancel this. So we are going to be having y to power x to be equals 8 square is what? 8 square is 64. 8 square is what? Is 64. So now if 8 square is 64, what are we going to do? We're going to have y to power what? Y to power x equals 4 to power what? 4 to power 3, because 4 raised to power 3 will give us what? Will give us 64. When 4 multiplies itself 3 times, we're going to have 64. So now from there, we are now going to bring this and this together. So now bringing that, we're going to have x to power y equals 3 to power 4, and y to power x equals 4 to power 3. So now when you look at this, let's do comparison here. The power here, when you take it, compare it, you can see the power here is 4. Look at this one, the base here is what? Is 4. So we have base here is y, we have 4 here. Look at this. So this is y, which means y equals what? This means y equals 4. Okay, it means y equals 4. And look at this, x is 3. Look at this place, 3. So it means x equals 3. Do you understand now? So we have the two solutions to be y equals 4 and x equals what? Equals 3. So we can check as follow to see whether we are right or not. So x raised to power y minus y raised to power x equals 17. So we said x equals what? X equals 3. So we have 3 and y is 4. Minus y is 4. We have what? We have 3. So now I want to look at this. 3 raised to power 4 is going to give us what? So when you take 3 raised to power 4, so 3 raised to power 4 is 81. Minus 4 raised to power 3 is 64. So take away 64 from 81. So we're going to have 17. So that is the end of the class. So if you find the class very interesting, so do not hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime, any moment we upload a new content. Kindly share this to your learning colleagues so they can also benefit from it. Bye bye.